The Nigerian political space is the easiest to predict, and that ease of predictability is supposed to be an advantage to the people. It's supposed to be power to the people. Like the people take advantage of the fact that they can easily predict outcomes in the political space. But then the people are so much distracted. Distraction is a very big tool that is used by the politicians, and it's most especially used in this APC regime run by Bola Tinubu. They distract you with all sorts of things. They distract you with music. They distract you with celebrity gist. They distract you with movies. They distract you with social media trends. They distract you with insecurity. They distract you with all kind of things. It is that distraction that doesn't let Nigerians to focus. And Nigerians are easily distracted. You know, like Hans Morgenthau said, power is man's control of the minds and actions of other men. Anybody who is able to control your mind has power over you. Power is not necessarily physical muscles, like I can beat you down, I can fight you, and all those things. It is if someone is able to control your mind and control the way you think, and then that person will control the way you act. That's soft power, and soft power is even the harder power. The hard power is going physical. That's for lazy people. A person who is able to change the way you think, change the way you act, that person is the most powerful person around you. And that strategy is what the government uses so well. I saw a video where film producer Kunle Afolayan, he didn't even complain. He just came out and was gisting about how much he has spent on fuel, on diesel, on petrol. He wasn't angry, he wasn't sad, he wasn't complaining. He was just telling his fans that he spent over 11 million between 4 and 5 weeks on diesel for one of his businesses he called Cap Culture. That's just one of his businesses. So there are other businesses for which he spends money on diesel and petrol. 11 million, and he was calling on people to come to his rescue if they were going to support him. That most of the times he even get those things, those petrol on credit. Now, that's someone who is supposed to use his platform to, speak out against the illegality of government, because what we go through in Nigeria is illegality, is impunity. It's not like if it were normal suffering or normal poverty, it could be different. But we are from a country that doesn't have any reason to have poor people. Yeah, you cannot eradicate poverty everywhere, but at least the lower class should not be talking about hunger, should not be talking about fuel, should not be talking about electricity, should not be talking about water, should not be talking about road. In foreign countries, what they consider poverty is not someone that cannot feed. It's someone who is like homeless. And they are in a very small percent. But in Nigeria, almost everybody is poor, even the people who think they are rich. You can't claim to be rich when you can't have light, you can't have good roads. You are poor, no matter the money you have. So people like Kunle Afolayan that are supposed to speak about these things are coming out to gist about it. But that's the technique the government uses, more are going to come. You keep seeing people coming out to say things that look like complaining. Celebrities, what they do is that they frame these things and control your mind. It is very tricky and it is very difficult for a miscellaneous mind to understand. You could see the pressure that is around politics right now. It happens all the time. It's just that Nigerians do not pay attention. It happens towards every election year. More is going to come. The hardship is going to be more. The insecurity is going to be more. The falling of the national grid is going to be more. Darkness is going to increase. Poverty is going to increase. Prices of food and commodities are going to increase. Everything will increase. The hardship will increase. People will suffer. People will complain. Celebrities will come out and complain. Everybody, the opposition party will complain. And then it will be in the mind of Nigerians that they are tired of this government. They would want to vote the government out. Mind you, the government increased the hardship on purpose for you to get angry with them and get ready to vote them out. It's a mind game. It works perfectly, but Nigerians will not look at it. So when they increase that hardship, you will be so infuriated. You will want to vote them out. In fact, there are people who wouldn't have wanted to register to vote, but because of how angry they are towards the government, they will go and register and get ready to vote out the government. Opposition parties, if there are parties or if it's one opposition party, will see something that they will use to campaign against the government, the hardship. Opposition party will focus on that hardship, just like Peter Obi is focusing on the hardship right now. But have it at the back of your mind that what wins election in Nigeria is electoral malpractice. There is no free and fair election. It's malpractices, rigging, thuggery, ballot papers and ballot box snatching. And then the most of it all is vote buying. Bob Marley wrote a song titled Ambush in the Night, and it talked about political strategy of keeping the people hungry. When you are very hungry, you are easily abused mentally. When you're very hungry, you become vulnerable to anything because a man thinks according to his stomach. So, when the hunger have gotten to the boiling point and then it is time for election, the ruling party, I think there is a rumor that says that some billions of naira in new notes are underground at Bodillion. Bodillion is Tinubu's house. That's a rumor. It's not confirmed. But you know how Nigeria is. Anything that is rumor is most likely going to be true. But believe this or not, the ruling party has already kept a whole lot of money with which they will buy votes. When they increase the suffer, they make money from it. Increase fuel price, they'll make money from it. They'll carry that money and keep. So when it's time for election, when you are ready to vote them out of anger. But on that election day, you probably wouldn't have eaten because you didn't have what to eat. You probably would be in darkness. your car will probably be on an empty tank. Your child will probably be hospitalized and you do not have money to pay hospital bills. So you will need an immediate financial support. You will need an immediate help that you've been unable to find anywhere. And because of that, you carry that anger to go and vote out the ruling party, while having an immediate need that 10,000 naira would have helped you sort. And then when you get to the polling unit, the ruling party will come with 10,000 naira. Vote for me and get 10,000. Your anger was going to vote against them, but you have an immediate 10,000 naira need that if you do not meet before the end of that day, wahala fit burst. And then you are seeing the person that is coming with 10,000 naira to give to you. Your mind will not think about thereafter. Your mind will not be futuristic in thinking. Anybody who is hungry does not think about the future. They just want to eat right now. That is what will make you to collect that 10,000 naira and vote for the person you were getting ready to go and vote against. This technique is psychological and it works perfectly. I know a lot of people might want to argue about it, but it's no problem. Now, the opposition party would have wanted to also match money for money, but they will think that they will not prepare for that. Because prior to then, they will be thinking that they already have the people by themselves, because the people are complaining about hardship. The people who want to vote them out because of the hardship without necessarily needing the opposition party to give them money. So the opposition party will not prepare to give money. So on the day of the election, they will come with empty hands, while the ruling party has come with a whole lot of money. Now, you that was complaining about the ruling party going to vote them out, will start looking at the opposition party as a very unserious party. Why didn't you come with money? There are people who now say they will take the money and still vote their conscience. That's a very big lie. It's because you do not understand the power of money. Money is very powerful. Money controls the way you act. The moment you take the money from the opposition party, you would most likely vote for them. Sorry, the money from the ruling party, not opposition party. Or even if it were the opposition party that gave you money, whichever party gave you money and you collected, the energy in money will make you to most likely vote for that party. Sometimes you would vote for that party and you think you are voting against that party. It is after the election or after voting you say, I actually voted for them. That's how money works. Money is very powerful. So it is for people to understand this. There is no amount of money you would take on an election day that will match the losses you will get thereafter. Stop falling for the hardship. The hardship is going to continue. It's going to last a long time. I've said it before. I think towards the end of last year, like September, I say from now till the end of the next election, be ready, build your mind, prepare your mind, be strong in your mind, because a lot of things are going to happen. Now look at the insecurity. The insecurity have moved to a different level in Nigeria since the American soldiers arrived, which some of us warned against. Since the American soldiers arrived, there has been a shift in the killing. The killing is now on our soldiers. They have killed soldiers in uncountable numbers. It didn't happen before. It was civilians that were killed, kidnapped, raped, displaced. just one or two soldiers gotten. But since America came to assist our soldiers with intelligence or whatever, most of the killing have been our soldiers. What caused it? Is it that America or American soldiers are giving intelligence to the terrorists? I do not know. I cannot tell. But since the American soldiers landed in Nigeria, it has become soldier genocide. Before they called it Christian genocide. I warned about it. Don't give this thing a religious corner. Don't religionize this thing. They kill Christians, they kill Muslims, they just kill Nigerians. But when they started calling it Christian genocide, they started killing more Muslims to balance the equation. And then they allowed America to come in. We warned against it. Now, if these people kill a lot of the people that are supposed to be killing them, what will now happen? If our soldiers are wiped out, and so, we normally know how to call on God to protect us, isn't it? We will be left with God to protect us, the God that has been unable to protect us since 19 whatever. We have to step up with our intellectuality. That's what is killing us the more. Nigerians do not think. Nigerians do not read. Nigerians do not know anything. They just want to make noise and complain. It's more than just that.